Hello, I'm Chris Blake. I'm president of Middle Georgia State University, and I bring you greetings today from our Cochrane campus. I wish to give a message and an update to the MGA community and to our neighbors here in Cochrane and around the region. First of all, we've just concluded a really very strong spring semester. I'd like to congratulate our students and our faculty for their ingenuity in moving their classes to remote learning, and to thank our staff for the support they've been able to give our students. We just concluded with a graduation of over 600 students, and I'm pleased to report not only did that class graduate with their degrees and their certificates, but our student success rates across the university have been strong for this spring, as strong as last spring. So it's been an accomplishment, an extraordinary accomplishment. We've also distributed $2.5 million of CARES Act funding back to over 4,000 students so that they will be able to not be financially impacted in a way that would prevent them from continuing their degree. We've also been able to raise private money, over $12,000 of privately funded money to help our students, which is a great example of the testimony and the belief people have in this university. Now, at this point, we are about to submit to the University System of Georgia our plans for a return to in-person instruction in the fall. Those plans have been developed by a group of individuals across the campus. I thank you if you've been involved, and they will be submitted to the university system next week. We are hoping very much that robust planning and the trajectory of this pandemic will allow us to return in August to in-person instruction. But as always, we need to be flexible and we need to live up to our value of adaptability, and we will know in due course. We don't know today, but in the coming weeks we will know what the fall will look like. Now, as we all know, this COVID-19 pandemic has had a very negative and serious effect on the economy, and Georgia is the same as the rest of the nation. Accordingly, the governor has asked that all state agencies, including the university, anticipate a budget cut next year and have been asked to submit budget plans that anticipate a 14% cut. For the funding sources, that would amount to about a $5.2 million cut. Now, I need to stress this. That is just a plan. We don't know what will happen for fiscal year 21. The Georgia General Assembly will meet in a month to decide the budget, and at that point we will know how much or how little of that cut that we have planned will be approved. But for now, we've sent that up to the Board of Regents, and I'm pleased to say that at the heart of that plan has been the welfare of our employees, their livelihoods, and the protection of that. And so we will know again in a few weeks as to where we stand with our budget for next year and what actions we will need to take for our budgets. We have at the moment 11% increase in the number of students, new students, who have applied and registered for classes. So that indicates that it's also a place where people are looking to the future, which is what we need to do, particularly at this time when the present is so challenging. Here in our Cochrane campus, signs of that future are all around. Over on my right is the Roberts Memorial Library, which is going through renovations, and behind me, Dillard Hall is experiencing an investment of new construction and funding precisely to address the future aspirations of our students. That is how this university has always been. Just on my right here, there is a bench dedicated to an alumna, Louise Nelson, who passed away in 2013 at the age of 101. She was a graduate of this institution, and she grew up during the pandemic of 100 years ago and went on to make a life of extraordinary contribution to the people of Georgia as an educator. That's what we do. We build greatness. We're in this together. I thank you for the work you're doing, and I ask you to stay safe and healthy and have some relaxation this summer. Thank you.